Hey everyone, Regal Reviews here. It is White Rice Wednesday, which means it's time for my Survivor recap. So, yeah, I'm definitely fuming at tonight's episode. It was, oh my god, just mind-blowing to me. To recap on tonight's episode, Jay and Taylor are dealing with Michelle getting voted off, and they're acting like whiny babies about it. I mean, I get it. It sucks when someone in your alliance is voted off, but don't make that about your whole gameplay and just bitch and moan about it the whole time. So then Taylor checks in with Adam to make sure that, he's not going to reveal his secret and vice versa. And I do not trust Jay. I mean, I don't trust Taylor. I think he's definitely going to screw Adam over. Hannah was, well, they're kind of questioning Hannah, thinking maybe they can bring Hannah over, and Hannah kind of wanted to write Adam's name down, and so did Zeke, so they don't have to work with him anymore. And I think Adam is somebody good to work with. I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of Adam. He just looks like a really good alliance member. Like, I wouldn't trust Jay or Taylor. I mean, look at Taylor. He steals food. I mean, who would trust someone like that? So, the reward challenge, it was a schoolyard pick, and they had to try to get this boat-looking thing through this net, and they had to, I guess you call it ladder ball. They had to throw these things over and put it on the ledge or whatever you call it, basically ladder ball. And it was Chris, Brett, David, Ken, Sunday, and Taylor versus Jessica, Hannah, Adam, Zeke, and Jay, I believe, and Jessica. And the orange team was really awful in the challenge. Adam took a little bit getting the key off, and the whole team took a bit of a long time trying to get through the net, and it was definitely a blowout. The purple team crushed the orange team, and they ended up winning. Taylor, was it? I believe it was Taylor. Yeah, Taylor was the one that threw the balls over, and he actually won it for the team. And the reward was they got cheeseburgers and drinks, and they got to go poolside. And it was definitely beautiful scenery. I mean, the pool was nice and everything, and Brett was having like one too many, but you're on a reward. You're having fun, so definitely for Brett, go big or go home. And Sunday, I definitely think we saw a lot more of Sunday tonight. She's definitely wondering her place in the game, and with her working with Jay on Ikabula, she's wondering if she can potentially pull Jay aside and kind of work with him a bit. Back at camp, Jay wants to talk to Adam and maybe kind of work something out with him, and they're kind of talking about last tribal council, and Adam says that the way the vote is that they kind of drew the line at there on the bottom, and Jay's like whining about it, saying, oh, he's being mean about it. I'm like, he's telling you what you wanted to hear, what you wanted out of him. I mean, and you're just whining about it still. I mean, I don't get what the hell his problem is. So they get back to camp, and they're enjoying the scenery, and Sunday is really gunning for Jessica, and I can see why, because Jessica seems very strategic, but she's like kind of not playing as hard as the other competitors. She's kind of like taking it all in, but I definitely see Jessica as a leader, and she could be someone that could go to the end. But yeah, Sunday's hoping to work something out with Jay, which Jay's all happy about, because then he's suddenly not in the bottom anymore. But Zeke was getting a little bit annoyed with Adam, because apparently from what Jay said, that he was being mean to him basically, and he's like, why do you make someone feel like that? I'm like, oh my god, I just can't stand this. So the immunity challenge was a balance challenge, and with each, I believe, it was 5 minutes till the last section. It was 20 minutes, and they had to balance going on narrower space, and they had to hold on to this ball. And if the ball dropped or they fell, they were out. And they had the option to opt out of the challenge if they felt they were comfortable, and Zeke and Will were the only ones that opted out of the challenge, and they got to enjoy some sandwiches, chips, and beer, which I definitely can see out of all of them, Zeke and Will opting out, because Zeke's in a very comfortable position, and Will's a lesser threat than his other two alliance members. So it definitely came down to Taylor and Ken, and I am so glad that Ken pulled it off and won immunity. Congratulations, Ken, on winning immunity. Definitely keep that necklace safe. So they go back to camp, and well, Ken's sitting comfortably because he has the immunity necklace on, but the big alliance has their little chat, and they decide that with the risk of an idol in play, they want to split the votes between Jay and Taylor. And I definitely think that's a good move, because you don't know if Jay's going to play the idol for himself, or if he's going to play it for Taylor, or if he's just going to throw it out there and say, oh, I'm going to play, and then he ends up not playing it. So I definitely think that was smart. But Sunday really wants to get Jessica off, but she said that if she goes with them tonight, Jessica has to go next time. And it's kind of taking the heat off Adam a bit, his name's not being thrown around. And Sunday reveals to Jay that they're basically gunning for him and Taylor. So Taylor actually reveals to Jay where his secret stash of food is, and they have basically a feast together. And Taylor reveals to Jay Adam's secret, that he has an advantage. So they're trying to take the heat off them and ruin his game. So it was a very intense tribal council, and Taylor ended up revealing to everyone that he stole the food. And I was kind of a bit confused by it, because I thought that Brett said last tribal council that he saw Taylor take food. But anyway, he said that Adam was there and ate it with him and helped him bury the food, which is not true. He did not help him dig the hole. Taylor dug the hole himself and ate. And then he told everyone about Adam's advantage. So they're basically trying to screw Adam over. And he's trying to say that Adam could potentially use that for the loved one's visit. So they'll be mad at Adam and try to vote him off. But Adam's saying that this is part of a game. Like, just because he has a reward, you shouldn't vote him off. You should vote off Taylor, who's hiding food from the tribe and hiding a ton of it. And he's lying about the fact how much he has left. And Jay is lying, saying that he didn't have any food at first, when Adam caught his lie and said that Jay said that he admitted he did have some of the food. So their argument's really bogus, because they want to have a pat on the back for stealing the food and coming clean about it, and they think they should get a free pass. I mean, people have idols, but they don't tell everyone about that. Adam just happens to have a reward advantage. I mean, Adam didn't steal food from his tribe. I can't stand that when people try to steal food from the tribe, or they take the utensils in order to starve the tribe. I mean, I get it's every man for himself right now, but you all need that food to function. I mean, Taylor's just, he's just so conceited. It just infuriates me. So I was definitely worried for Adam tonight, if he was going to be voted off or not. And turns out there was only one vote for Adam, and their choice to split the votes between Jay and Taylor worked, because Taylor actually got sent home. And I was so happy they made the right decision, because anybody that hides food from the tribe definitely deserves to go home. And he's like, why did I get voted off? I'm like, really? What the hell? I mean, it just mind boggles me that he thought he could get a free pass for hiding food. It's just ridiculous. So definitely intense this week. I'm definitely happy that Adam's safe again, and that he has an immunity idol in his pocket. But Jay didn't use his immunity idol, so he has that in his pocket. So I'm wondering when they're going to reveal their idol. So definitely hoping that Adam wins the immunity challenge next week, so he'll be safe. But it looks like next week from the previews, there's going to be some tension between the Gen Xers. Of course, Sunday said she wanted Jessica off next, and we see that Jessica's name's thrown around, and then we see that a couple of them are siding together and they want to vote Chris off. So that's good for Jay because then he's not on the outs end, but then the big alliance is voting off one of their own. So I'm hoping they can band together and just vote off Jay and be done with it, and then they can get back to real gameplay. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's Survivor recap. If you guys want to check out Survivor, it is on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. on CBS. I hope you guys enjoyed my Survivor recap. Until next time, stay regal.